Sydney Rogers, and welcome to another edition of FLX Weekly here at FingerLakes1.com. It is May 20th, 2020, and we're live inside the FingerLakes1.com studio, where I am joined by Jim Sinicropi and Casey Galloway, the owner and head chef at Cafe 19 in Seneca Falls. Today's show is brought to you by a very good friend of yours, actually, CV Designs in downtown Seneca Falls. They're offering curbside pickup available on all orders now. At checkout, you can choose from the following options. It's free curbside pickup, free 24-hour delivery for customers within 25-mile radius, or free 2-day shipping, all which are amazing. CV Designs offers these options Monday through Saturday. Orders will not be delivered on Sundays because, she needs a break sometimes. And for additional information, you can visit shopcvdesigns.com or call 315-406-7384. She actually says you can call or text.
I saw on Instagram too. She has some new collections, home decor collections
she sure does.
for summer.
She said she added over 50 items just last night, I think, on her website. So there's lots of goodies you can always find on there. Welcome.
Thank you for having me.
We're glad that you're here. I know that you have had a lot going on, as a lot of small business owners have, but you found different fun ways to make stuff work, to bring some money into your local business and to keep people, happy with good, yummy food. So Casey, actually, what I recall, you closed originally, right, when all this took
just for
place?
2 weeks.
So
Yep.
2 weeks you took, and then could you not take it anymore? Were you like, I need to get going, I need to reopen?
Yeah, well, the reason I decided to close was because things were getting pretty sketchy there for a while, and it was hard to, navigate what was going on, because like, how bad, are things going to get? When will things reopen? And so I just needed a little bit of time to just sort of watch what was happening and figure out a game plan in my head. So, and I also have a 12-year-old daughter, and so I needed to get her on the right path to do her schoolwork and figure all that out. Yeah.
Was some of it a fear of just protecting like your employees too?
Oh, definitely.
Yeah, in the beginning, that's how it was. You just felt like if you were going to push the limits, then you'd be putting your employees in danger, and your customers, and yourself, and then all their families.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So it seems to be a little more under control now, where we don't have to be too concerned about.
Yeah, with the masks and the hand sanitizer, and being really on top of getting all the cleaning done, door handles and touch screen on our POS system and all that type of stuff. Just trying to make people feel comfortable when they're in there, and know that we're trying our hardest to keep things as clean as we can for them, so they feel comfortable coming in.
The restaurant's always clean. The kitchen, the restaurant, everything's always spotless.
I've never seen it not clean, so now it's probably 10 times cleaner with all of this going on. But I like that, like a lot of people had to do, you had to find different approaches on how to bring in some customers or get them interested in buying something from your business. So what were some of the things that you did that were out of the ordinary?
Well, so for the 2 weeks while I was home with my daughter, I got very tired of cooking and cleaning 3 meals a day.
Oh, yeah.
And then just finding activities to do with her. So right after we reopened, it was Easter, the week of Easter. So we did some cookie decorating kits there, where I provided a dozen cookies and different colored frostings and sprinkles that you could buy the kit. Yeah. And then take it home and, spend an hour doing that. At least your kid will be occupied for an hour,
Right.
And then, because I was tired of cooking all the time, I figured other people probably were too. So I thought it was a good opportunity to provide dinners for the community. And we're just doing it one day a week, just to give you a break once in a while. And other places have started doing that as well. Yeah. We have a couple different options on Friday nights. You can order throughout the week. We start taking orders on Tuesdays. And then we usually have a vegetarian option, and then 2 different other entrees. Some of the most popular ones we're doing again this weekend were barbecue pulled pork, mac and cheese.
Oh, my
One of the favorites.
Yeah, that sounds delicious.
And they've been popular.
They have. It's been going over really well.
Have you been like, did you not expect it to go as well as it did?
I'm always skeptical of everything at first, Yeah. And then when the first week was huge, and I was like, oh, sweet, this is going to work. And, it's something people want. And that's what we want to do, is really fill a need for people right now. Any way we can help make life a little bit more normal or more comfortable for people. You know, that's what we're trying to do.
I think just by being open in Seneca Falls is help people feel more normal, because your place is a routine spot for a lot of people, including my wife loves like to get the chai latte with almond milk, and for those 2 weeks when you were closed, the first day you're open, she was like on it.
You need to get there now.
And you know, some people start their day there, some people lunch. So when you lose that part of your routine, it's kind of rattles people a little bit. So when you did come back, I think that people breathed a little bit of sigh of relief, and we're just happy to have at least that part of their routine back. So and it's well appreciated. And for those that have never eaten at Cafe 19, it's like amazing.
What I think stands out a little bit about your business is when this happened, people were getting sick of making food, so they would go to other options, but there's not very many healthier options around here, where then when you open back up, it's kind of like, all right, I'm not going to go to McDonald's or Burger King or a chain place. I can go support local, and I can feel a little bit better, you know, by eating something more healthy.
Well, Casey can do healthy and
this
everything.
is true.
Yeah.
Well, the pulled pork mac and cheese.
But that's out of the ordinary, too. You don't even usually do dinner, so that was like completely new that people probably were definitely like, all right, I'm going to jump on. But
certainly more locally sourced and more wholesome types of food than McDonald's or your fast food restaurants, which you're limited to. But you know, I have my favorites like everybody else, but the thing that gets me is the chocolate chip cookies, because I
the healthy
normally
ones,
like thin chocolate chip cookies. That's usually the style that I would think. And I remember my wife brought home some chocolate chip cookies, and they're big, they're thick, they're big, and not the normal type of chocolate chip cookie. And so watching TV on a Friday night, and this goes way back before coronavirus, and so next thing you know, I'm eating this chocolate chip cookie. I'm like, this is the best chocolate chip cookie I ever had.
You had an
and so then I go back to the kitchen and get another one, and so now I've eaten two, and
then
so now they're a regular staple now in our house to have. I try to. If you don't have it in the house, you're not tempted as much, but at least once a week there's a couple of those chocolate chip cookies from Cafe 19 in our house. You could
feel better, and after eating those cookies, you can order a salad for lunch from Cafe 19. Like the fajito salads were my favorite, or I could just eat avocado anything every day of my life. But that's why I was so excited to hear when you guys open back up. I was happy for you, and I was happy for myself as well.
And what has the feedback been from people when you're opening now? Are they appreciative, or are they just...
I think it helped bring a sense of, like you were talking about, normalcy back to people. They can at least have a little part of their routine back. And the people who have been coming in have seemed comfortable. You know, I think they're not worried about coming in.
Right.
We've also we're doing curbside pickup. If you don't feel comfortable coming in, I get it.
Right.
Yeah.
So you can call, and we'll bring it right out to your car when you get there.
So this has obviously been tough on your business. Have you taken advantage of any of the SBA programs? So that's helped?
Yep. We went through Generations Bank. They were super helpful with getting us set up with the PPP loan.
Right.
I did apply for the EIDL through the SBA, but I haven't heard anything back. Like a lot of other people,
right.
I think.
That was less. The PP was very necessary, I think.
Yes, absolutely.
And so the same thing with us here. We've received that loan. And so now that you've reopened, is business been less than it was a year ago at this time? More? Or like, where does that kind of stand?
We're definitely slower than we normally would be. I'd say we're doing about 2/3 of the business that we'd normally do. But that was the good thing about the PPP, is I'm able to continue to pay my staff.
That's awesome.
You know, their normal wages and a little bit more, because we're putting some hazard pay in there. Yeah, it's you know, it's scary for the staff too.
And they've been great. Like, you really have a great staff from the back to the front of the house. They're
amazing.
And they must really appreciate that you were able to do this for them, because so many people are dealing with the craziness of trying to get unemployment in general. So having that stability and knowing, like, you're there for them. I'm working for someone that's great and going to keep me, getting paid, being able to pay my bills. That's a big thing.
I think a lot of business owners who have shut down and then reopened were nervous about whether or not some of their staff would want to come back because of the unemployment benefits that people are getting right now. But like you said, my staff is great, and they were just itching to come back when I called. They're like, yeah, I'm bored. I want to work. Thank you.
That's
so
awesome.
Much. Yeah.
That's great. And my favorite thing that you've been working on through all of this is you just recently started doing brunch now, correct?
Yes.
And it's brunch on Saturdays or on Sundays?
Just on Saturday.
I thought it was Saturday. Yep. That's like a big thing. Like right now, everybody just loves brunch. So I just got a sneak peek at your menu. I think they're out now, right?
Yep.
Menus are out because we're actually going to launch your new website.
Yes, very excited
we
about
have
that.
so much intertwined that's going on, but it's all great. So you will have new brunch menu. You have a few new items on your regular menus as well. And the best part is people are going to be able to order online from that new website, correct? Will they be able to, will brunch be a part of that as well? And you'll still do the curbside pickup and everything?
Absolutely.
Because, nobody can sit in there right now still. Yeah. I don't even know where we're at with
it will be sooner than later, I think, though, that we'll be able to go to restaurants again. Early June maybe.
Hopefully,
Just think, your brunch on Saturdays, people being able to sit in there, I just feel like it's going to be packed.
So just another business-related question. One thing that I think might be slow coming back is the tourism industry. And now in Seneca Falls, a lot of people might not see it every day, but I'm sure you see it. How many people actually come from out of town to Seneca Falls on a regular basis throughout the year, but especially in the summer? What percentage, if you can even estimate, do you think your businesses of locals versus tourists?
I'd say during the summer we get about 30% of our business from tourists.
Which is
it's huge.
Yeah.
And this year we're probably not going to get that.
Yeah.
And we also haven't had the Cairo students around lately, and they're huge to the businesses around here. So
they really are. Oh, that's sad to hear, but I just think moving on with all this, it'll just get better,
The tourism part might not be as bad because that a lot of the we get tourists from all across the world in Seneca Falls, but a lot of it is like regional tourism where people jump in the car for a weekend trip or a day trip. So you might see that pick up more so than having to get on a plane. And your restaurant is themed with the Seneca Falls Women's Rights Cafe 19, the 19th Amendment, and you go inside, there's all these unique pictures of some of the great women that are enshrined in the Hall of Fame or recognized around Seneca Falls. And so I think that especially draws in some of that clientele, I think. So
absolutely.
And maybe you're right. Maybe people will be itching to go on a road trip. So if they happen to come to Seneca Falls to get some knowledge and history, then maybe that will help. Obviously, it won't be the same, but moving forward, I think it'll just get better. It'll get better with time.
It will, yes. We have to be optimistic, right?
Yeah, yes.
Yep.
I have been saying this whole time, I'm a super optimistic person, and my fiance is super realistic, so I've had to merge that and be all right, let me look at it from both sides, even though I don't want to, and it's been
realistic or pessimistic? Is he pessimistic or realistic?
I would say a little bit of both.
Because I think it's realistic to be optimistic right now.
Okay, I like that. I will use that next time he says, let's be realistic here, let's be real, and I'm be like, are you
Say I am. Everything's going to be fine.
Yeah, everything is going to be fine eventually. And I think it's helped a lot. You've been able to be more creative. You've been able to get some stuff done that you maybe wouldn't have been able to get done. We've been able to work on a few projects with you that I'm happy about. And Cafe 19 is just ready for everybody to come and spend some money in a local business and get some great food from it.
I think the biggest fear everybody had as someone who likes to go to restaurants or eat out quite a bit is that a lot of restaurants aren't going to make it through this. But, at this point, it seems like we're starting to come back, and I think that a lot of 9 out of 10 are going to make it,
Around here, it seems it's been pretty good, which is great, because it was worrisome because we are such a smaller town, and, everybody doesn't have that extra budget to have whatever went down with the pandemic, but I think everybody will be good in the end.
Before we move on, I got to ask you about, I don't know how many people that are watching know, but you have plans for a new upscale Italian type restaurant in the former Village Hall and Police Station on State Street.
Oh, I can't wait.
What are the you're smiling about it, so I assume that it's still go ahead?
Well, the ball is still rolling in that direction. So, as I'm sure everyone knows, that Seneca Falls won the DRI grant.
Yes.
And as part of that, we put in a proposal to purchase the old town hall. And so far, the proposal has gone to the state. So there are a bunch of rounds included in it. And, ours got to the state, which is really exciting. But we won't hear anything definite until late summer.
Well, I'm sure now with everything else that went on, it pushed it all back.
Yeah.
Well, it's scary too because the state was going to fund this, the DRI money, and now all we hear about is the big deficits and the financial crisis. And so I would like to think that those funds were already kind of set aside and allocated.
Let's hope. Let's hope.
As far as I know, but that could all change. Who knows? But right now, we're still moving forward. So,
and is the idea an upscale, sit-down Italian? When I say upscale, like describe to me your vision for the new restaurant, I guess.
Food quality, not the same food, but quality-wise, like a Rosalie's or a Henry B's was, and just a place with a really nice atmosphere where you want to bring your family for celebrations or just have a nice dinner and you know that you're getting a good quality product with local ingredients and it's made with love.
Oh, yeah.
Well, when you mentioned Rosalie's and Henry B's,
I know.
Former Henry B's,
I loved Henry B's.
That gets me excited because those are two of my favorites.
Look at that. Perfect. Yeah, that is really exciting. And so maybe people might have gotten a small little taste with those dinners of what's to come and then some. So that's really awesome. So she will be doing not just breakfast and lunch. You will have the full menu now in different places. Well, that's really exciting.
It is exciting.
We're going to keep you here so you can go over some local photos with us. We do have to switch over to that. You're going to pick your favorite and be warned. Everybody gets a little testy.
Nobody gets testy.
I'm just kidding. Okay.
But out of these you're going to just have to pick one.
Okay.
Get one
and
vote, one
there's
photo.
a lot.
That's a lot of pressure.
So, yeah, it is.
The only thing they win is a virtual ribbon. So
pride for the Finger
pride.
Lakes, okay? We're going to start off with a beautiful sunrise along Lake Ontario, and this is by Peter P. O'Connor. This shot was taken just this morning.
Really?
Wow, fresh
Red sky in the morning,
Beautiful.
sailor take warning, but the forecast looks great.
I wouldn't say it's red. We're going to go with it's a nice fuchsia. It's beautiful. I love it. I like how it makes the water even look pink. A closer look at those historic warplanes from over the weekend in the Finger Lakes. This photo was taken by Kathy Coons McPhee.
You guys see that?
I didn't.
Yeah.
I heard about it and I didn't
Flew
even see
right
it.
over my house.
Wait,
right
when was
over.
it? Oh, I probably wasn't in.
I think it was Saturday.
Oh, man.
Yeah, I think it was on Saturday.
Yeah.
Where was I?
I mean, and that big plane is an old B-52 bomber. I mean, that is, an
They
old,
look like toy planes on that picture. Like,
there was three of them when they flew over my house, but it was definitely cool. And then I was also noticed when I was driving through down 5 and 20 and back into town, before I saw them at my house, people were lining up in parking lots to to see
cool.
it. So it was a pretty big event, especially for veterans, and it was to honor the frontline workers.
Yep.
I'm sad I missed it. Julie Sperano caught a glimpse of this fox in Ontario County. Uh-oh. I love me some animal pics. Aw, so cute.
It's adorable.
I like foxes.
Very
They're
pretty.
one of my favorite wild animals.
Wow, that's big of you to say. You have a lot of wild animals and birds that you like. A great morning on Keuka Lake, photographed by Cindy Still McGuire.
So the leaves
Awesome.
are just about popping. I don't know when this was taken, but today I think is like one of the first days where leaves are actually popping on the maple trees, and it's starting to make that final transition from kind of ugly early spring to beautiful late
I like
spring.
it.
Colorful.
I can't wait.
Yeah, it's so
I can't
nice.
wait.
The water looks like glass in the picture.
Yeah, it really does. Kim Carr captured this shot in Canandaigua. A youngster enjoying the sun. Oh, my
Wow.
God. She's so close. Well, I don't know how much she zoomed, but that looks like she's so close. I wonder if she, knows this youngster and feeds it all the time or something. Uh-oh. Sunset on Keuka Lake from Tuesday, photo by Mary Claire Krebs. Beautiful. Love those water shots. Ben Talbot captured this awesome profile shot of the lighthouse at Sodas Point.
Oh, that's a different kind of view.
I'm sure we're going to start getting those. We're going to start getting those famous lighthouse shots more.
Yeah, that is a nice one.
That is great. Ryan Loken captured this shot of the flyover this past weekend in Canandaigua. Ooh, that one's real pretty.
It looks like that must have been at the VA in Canandaigua.
Yeah, he was ready.
There was probably a big crowd there.
Oh, I'm sure. Probably at all of the, like, legions and, you know.
That's what I saw. There was 3 of them. I've seen
cool.
other pictures with 2, like the previous one we saw, but I saw 3 planes over my house, flying fairly low.
Peter P. O'Connor caught this friend floating through the fog on Lake Ontario.
Oh, wow.
Whoa, that's a cool shot.
That is.
It's like eerie. I like it, but
that's
it's also
like could be like the poster for a HBO series.
I'm thinking like Ryan Gosling Notebook vibe, but also like Stephen King like murder vibe.
You could write a lot of stories based on
you
that
could.
picture.
That's a great photo. A cloud angel over Keuka Lake in Seneca Falls, taken from Springport by Patty Sharman. Whoa.
An angel.
That's
now,
awesome.
This was Saturday or Sunday, and the reason I know why is because I was golfing at Seneca Falls Country Club. So if you continue on this view across the lake and just on the other side, about 200 yards from shore, is Seneca Falls Country Club, and I was on the 13th tee. Mm-hmm. And that cloud was there, and the person, I might not have noticed it, but one of the guys I was playing with said that looks like the dragon from Game of Thrones.
I love how people interpret it.
Yeah,
I'd see a phoenix type.
Yeah, I was going to say bird
for sure. But
so
that
this caption said it was hope, an angel bringing hope, but my buddy saw it as a dragon,
which is like bad. I'm sure
fire.
In Game of Thrones, or it could be like a dove or another one we can interpret so many different ways. But
it just was strange, it is an interesting cloud formation, and I saw it and didn't think about it, and I saw this picture.
Weird.
I'm like, wait, I saw that exact same cloud.
Wow, you saw the pictures before, you cheater. All right, last but not least, a truly spring-like shot from Katie Altamura along the Keuka Lake. Sorry if I said your name wrong. Yep, Keuka Lake.
Is that a house, cottage, or... Yeah,
that looks awesome. I want to live there.
Like a nice place to
wherever
relax.
It is. Yeah, that's a great front porch.
Absolutely.
Oh boy, those were all the photos we had, and now we have to pick just one.
It's a difficult decision.
We're gonna put all the pressure on you first and make you pick.
Wow. I'm sorry to all the people who sent in beautiful photos, and I'm not going to pick yours, but I really liked the lighthouse.
I knew
I thought
the
sky was really amazing in that picture.
Yeah,
so.
it was.
Okay.
And I know Jim really liked that too, so I just can go with whatever my little heart
my vote is a tie-breaking vote if necessary.
Yes, he's always the tiebreaker. I don't know why I can't be the tiebreaker, but Jim's the tiebreaker.
Well, you want to be the tiebreaker this week?
No, I don't.
Because
I
got one that I like, because sometimes I don't get to say the one I want.
All right, okay.
I like the swan picture
the
in
swan
the mist.
dragon.
That was a very unique photo. I haven't seen one like that, so I'm going to pick the swan. Now you can break the tie.
Oh, no. This is hard. Okay. I would want to go with you, but I might have to go with Jim.
Oh, wow. See, I break the tie. I always go with the guest.
Yes.
Are you going with the swan?
I'm going to go with the swan.
Okay.
I don't want that position anymore. I don't like having to choose anything.
So who took that
So
one?
let's see. The fog. Where are we?
Peter O'Connor.
Was it Peter O'Connor?
Yeah, on Lake Ontario.
Peter O'Connor. Oh, there it is, floating through the fog. Yes, congratulations, Peter O'Connor. That really is a great photo, just because you can have so many different interpreting
They were all good this week. There was a mix of wildlife, the warplane thing, and then that cloud. Like I said, it's very rare, I think, that somebody sends you a picture of a cloud and you're like, I remember that cloud.
Yeah, that is really weird. If you would like to share your local photos from across the Finger Lakes, you can click on the link in the Submit Content section that is now on the top right of our homepage at fingerlakes1.com. Now, please give us some good news and tell us what the weather is going to be like for this upcoming weekend. Holiday weekend.
I mean, it's really been months and months and months since I've been able to deliver a forecast as good as this for Memorial Day weekend.
Give it to me. I
We've
can't
kind
wait.
of been waiting. It's gotten warm, but then gotten wet and cold again immediately. But we have some sustained good weather on tap. Of course, we record this on Wednesday. It's gorgeous out, low 70s. Tomorrow on Thursday, more sun. And then heading into the weekend, Friday, mostly sunny with a high near 75.
Ooh.
Yay.
Take it.
And then overnight, this time of year, it's still getting down into the 50s, so good sleeping weather, but it's also warm enough if you want to be out by a fire. There is a small chance of rain overnight Friday into Saturday, and then a small chance of a shower on Saturday morning. Small chance, nothing that's going to wash anything out. And then Saturday, partly sunny with a high near 75.
Woo.
Sunday, partly sunny with a high near 77.
Yes.
And then Memorial Day, mostly sunny with a high near 79.
Oh,
Awesome.
my goodness. I love it. You haven't given us that in a long time.
Tuesday might hit 80, and there's a chance of rain on Tuesday, a small chance of rain, but right now it's a ways away, but right now they're saying about a 40% chance of rain. So really it's almost a perfect forecast for the Memorial Day weekend here in the Finger Lakes, and I think everybody deserves it.
I think so. And it worries me at the same time because everyone's going to be like, yeah, let's go crazy. Let's go run around and see a million people. And there's still, that little gray cloud over it. But I have a, issue, and it's a very minimal issue, but I am like, oh, what am I going to do? I need summer clothes, and I cannot order online. I've ordered everything under the sun online during this, but I need to try on my clothes, and I'm having a hard time being able to figure that out. And do you have those issues? Because I think that's a real 2020 issue I have right now.
Don't you stick with a brand that you like so you know?
No, that doesn't work, and I don't know if you can attest, but I feel like that doesn't work in the girl world. Everything fits different from every single different aspect in the same exact brand. I don't know. I can't do it. You, on the other hand, I know you order a lot of clothes online, so that must be nice, but trying on shorts and shirts for the summer and dresses and things
you're
like
going to be
that.
able to get out.
How? I need to go to TJ Maxx, and
all
they're
those
not
things
open.
are going to open in the next couple weeks.
I'm going to try and do an Amazon haul and see if I can find some clothes on there. That's a real thing now.
It is, and then you can just send them back if you want them.
They have Prime wardrobe. Well, that was my issue that I had. Do you have any weekend plans this weekend?
Well, my husband's birthday is the 31st, but he has to work. So we're going to do something this weekend, but I'm not going to say because he's probably watching and I don't want him to know.
It's a surprise. All we know is it's really good. I already can tell. So you have some plans. That's been different for us too. We haven't really had plans. I think I'm having a small get-together with family members to have a fire. And then on Sunday, my mom's going to then have us over at her house for a cookout. Because we need it.
Sounds like fun.
We want it. What about you? I have an idea.
I've been going hard on the yard, mulching and planning and all that stuff, and opening the pool. And I ordered a pool robot finally. I've been wanting to do it for
fancy
10 years. I just never do.
Oh.
But I finally did this year because I just can't stand it anymore.
It goes around and cleans for you? Is that what it is?
Yeah, it's self-contained. You plug it in. It doesn't use the pool's filtration system, and it crawls up the walls. And
creepy.
So I should theoretically never have to stand out there and vacuum the pool again. I just run this for a couple hours, a couple times a week, and the pool stays clean.
Get your summer back.
Yeah, you'll have to let us know how that goes.
Yeah, I will. I'll take a video of it.
So that's your big plan?
The problem with the pool robots is, and one reason why I haven't gotten it first of all, it's kind of expensive, but second of all, there's not a single one of them that has all good reviews. They're all 50-50.
Reviews in general are the worst to look at because people can just be rotten and then people can be over the top.
Well, right, but you try to get a feel for it, and these pool robots, whether it's a tiger shark or a Hayward or a dolphin, I got a Dolphin Nautilus Premier.
Oh, wow.
But some of the reviews, for every single one of these things, half the reviews are that it's awful, and half of them are that they love it. So I don't know. We'll see what happens, but I can't go with another summer to plus my pool is old, and the suction for the vacuum that you hook up to the pool filtration system just isn't that great, so it always takes even longer. So I'm really...
So he's not doing that this weekend. That's what you're not going to be
He's
doing.
excited.
Well, the thing won't get here till Tuesday. But I got to continue opening the pool and working in the yard. I went from red mulch to black mulch this summer.
Ooh, nice.
I've been a red mulch guy for years, and I said, you know what? We need to mix it up, black mulch.
We went from black mulch to stone. That's interesting.
I thought about that too because that lasts forever.
Yeah,
Doesn't
they said,
fade.
yeah, I guess. So we'll see. I'll have to let you know. But really, that's like all the time we have already. Seriously, I am so excited for you and everything that you have going on, and I can't wait for your online ordering because it's going to make my lunches so much easier. And I'm just very excited for the new restaurant, hopefully, moving along.
Well, I appreciate that when you open back up because it was, as much as just getting your business back going, it was a service. You know, it seems like a lot of these business owners, especially restaurants, that have been able to provide the service in some shape or form through this have been providing a huge service to the community.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Our restaurants and our downtown shops in a town like Seneca Falls are the heart of the community.
Yep.
So when they go away and you're stuck inside and you're making peanut butter and jelly sandwiches or whatever you're doing, it's kind of shakes you a little bit. So when you came back and my wife could get the dirty chai latte again,
she was happy.
Yeah.
And I'd go and see the same familiar people at Cafe 19 when picking up the orders and stuff. It makes you feel a little better. So it was a huge service, I think, that you were able to do that.
Yeah, so thank you for joining us.
Thanks for having me.
And I'm sure we'll see you in the future when we talk about other adventures you have going on. But again, that's really all the time we have.
Casey.
Thank you.
Thank you, everybody who's watching that joined us today. If you enjoyed the show, you can click like, you can share with your friends, you can subscribe to our YouTube channel. We'll be back next Wednesday, and until then, enjoy a Memorial Day weekend here in the Finger Lakes.
Yes, 3-day weekend. Although it's been one long 3-day weekend for a lot of people.
That's
Enjoy
true.
it. Enjoy the weather.